I do recall that battle. It was like out of the spur of the moment. I think Swakay challenged Andy to a 1 hour reply text battle, I believe. And Andy agreed. It was non-title. But yeah, that battle definitely went down, and Andy Crisp did pick up the W. I can go back in my record books and tell you the date.
So there you have it, Bars fam. That's who Swakay is as an artist. Don't think that this interview's done, though. So look, we've had a lot of debates and disagreements throughout the years. And it's actually years now. It's been that long. Let me just educate everybody on how our little feud started. Of course, you came in. Bars teamed up with Billy, who already was unpopular for his dick pic. And you guys were repping Double R in Bars. So, you know, that's ugly. You don't go into our kingdom waving your flag, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, so then, as admin, I was trying to find you a text battle. It was, you wanted a 1 hour reply limit, which we don't even do in Bars. But I was trying to find you an opponent and couldn't, so I stepped up to the plate. Now, this is during the time that I was the singles division champion. I think I was either just about to go up against Denali for my title defense, or I had just done so. Swakay was not the #1 competitor, but I took an exhibition match, which to me, if I would have lost that, that would have been more devastating than actually losing the belt to HD, because at least HD was the #1 competitor, you know? So I didn't want to lose an exhibition match and then be the champ that has lost during his title reign, but still has the belt. You know, I would have got that belt. But I won. And since then, Swakay has said that it never happened. You know, he's just that washed away in his memory or whatever. Swakay, do you want to weigh in on this? I've also got a guest feature coming up here in a second. Let's see what Tom has to say about it.
I do recall that battle. It was like out of the spur of the moment. I think Swakay challenged Andy to a 1 hour reply text battle, I believe. And Andy agreed. It was non-title. But yeah, that battle definitely went down, and Andy Crisp did pick up the W. I can go back in my record books and tell you the date on that.
That's what's up. You can't argue with the fucking president's words, know what I'm saying? This is how it went down. That's how it went on the records. Okay, so yeah, I have actually beaten you before. Then, I was trying to jump off the singing division, which never fucking happened because the only match that almost happened in it was me versus you. I put out the call out for anybody that was interested in getting in. You showed an interest. That interest ended up snowballing into the battle post getting set. I dropped my first round. I sang it. You popped in and said, "Nope, I'm not doing it. I'm a rapper. I'm not a singer." I thought we were going to compare songs like what later became the Banger Division. And so you refused. I ended up having to switch over and rap my second verse. We did an all-out rap just in the singles division. And what happened there?
I don't know if all y'all know, but like these guys have met, I think, 3 times before. You know, they're about to do this title match. Not sure on the date yet, but these guys have met a lot. They even challenged each other to a singing battle, for fuck's sakes. I didn't even know. You know what, that singing division, I don't know what it was, a singing division I don't know what we're thinking, but like, I don't know what that was going to be a part of, but that battle was going to go down, but I don't think Swakay dropped. I know Andy did something to do with some singing shit, and actually it was pretty catchy, but I think somewhere along the lines, that battle did go through, and the judges did vote Swakay, but Swakay claimed biased judgments before the judgments were even given out, so that battle was scored a no contest, and the reason why is because, you know, number one, we don't have a division for singing, and number two, you know, I think it was just for fun type shit, you know what I mean? But these two have met.
From there on, I just kind of disregarded Swakay as an interesting aspect of Bars because I didn't like the way that he was throwing a fit. You know, he cried about the judges before they do their verdicts, and the verdicts were even for him. You would have won that match. but you didn't because you cry too much. So yeah, I just felt like that needed to be addressed. Now let's go into our last battle for the Diss Track Championship, which I personally still feel like is a 1-1 verdict because Bryant's verdict doesn't fucking count. It did count. You have the belt, obviously, but any judge that jumps into Bars Battle Rap League and is known for thorough breakdowns and was called to a championship fucking verdict should never, ever be saying the words, I'm going to disregard every word that was spoke by both of y'all. But wait, huh? I know, right? A bars judge actually gave away my belt over mixing clarity. All right, we're not Bars Mixing League. We're Bars Battle Rap League. But Bryant Brothers said, and I quote, the personals become stale. Actually, the dissing part of the battle is hard to judge, because how much more can they say about each other? So I'm going with overall quality of the track. Wait. We're not talking about lyrics anymore? Is that what we're doing here? We're just... Alright. Well, anyway, Swakay, now you got 3 battles, of which that we've had already, to go ahead and give your side of the story on. Alright, you've got the CEO's fucking opinion already, so that is what stood, that's what stands, that's what is. But if you have any ideas that you need to contest with that, toss them in now.
Old text battle. I remember you, as admin, doing your job to go look for battle requests, competitors. I'm from page Ripping Rhymes, so we do quick replies. We was on point though, you feel me? We can do a 1-minute reply. We didn't fuck around. All that waiting and stuff and responses, we was on a better level than that. It was groomed differently, you feel me? Coming in the bars though, I came in with my own thing. And it was to the point, the middle of my time in bars, that when I first stepped in bars. And that was double R, which was real rap. It wasn't Ripping Rhymes, and that's why me and Ripping Rhymes had a problem. We had to get that straight. On to, like Bland said, it didn't count. And 1, it was a text battle. 2, it wasn't a video battle, singles division, because I wasn't. Hey, yo, man, you never actually did a video battle. We did a freestyle. No, we never did a freestyle either. We did battle to beat, written to beat. That's the only thing we did, and that wasn't even in the counter in the division at that time. We was just doing the spur of the moment thing just to get something going. Maybe you was bored and had a lot of time on your hand as well, but none of those things were divisional counts. So that's the whole point. I don't recognize all that because the main point of it is, like Glenn said, it didn't even count in 2. Me and you never been anything in this. Me and you, anything we did, it had to do with music to beat. You know what I'm saying? And we did that. We did 2 drops apiece, and it was going my way. And then it started getting funny in there as far as favoritism and everything flawed all out to just being a no contest. Then it came down to that text battle you speak of, which, like I said, didn't count. So it's nothing that to weigh in or weigh out on me, because the only thing I know that counted was I beat you in the diss track battle championship when everyone was against me, when they should have known better that I was on my music shit. But the fact that they disliked me enough, they didn't want to give me no points on anything or credit on anything, which was stupid, which is why I say they slept on me. Bryant Brothers, he is one of the best judges that ever came into bars. Fact has been said by Tom Bland himself. He and a few others have seen how judging can get retarded ridiculous in there. And he wanted to cut through the bullshit. It's like many others said, Andy, I killed you in that diss track. I killed you. You didn't stand a chance, bro. Even the warning track I put out way before the diss track came out was proof that I was gonna kill you. You are hella talented, bro. But there's certain lanes that you just can't mess with everybody in, bro. And this track, you can't mess with me. Tom Steves can't mess with me. Tom Bland can't mess with me. Shit, like I said, y'all have to bring somebody in from another page to even have a chance against me. You have to groom and put something together. But nobody is fucking with me. A diss track is a track. It's about lyrics. What you bring in that table consists of as well. Punches, personal, aggression, style, the aura. I brought it all along with quality, sound, clarity. What Brian was saying, you didn't meet none of that. He said, I've seen this so many times, I've already done stuff like this before. I've judged something like this before when it was going left when it should have went right. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to people just listening and not even listening to the words, a lot of people had to be weeded out from judging. Brian had to leave because he got tired of the fuckery. It is what it is, real. Overall quality. Quality doesn't mean sound alone. Quality means everything placed together. Lyrics. I say once more, lyrics. Personal punches, attacks, choices of attacks. You're thinking narrow-minded and too personal. That was one judge that should have been appreciated from the jump versus having some dumbass judges coming in like Elio. You feel me? You know I destroyed you. And I love this beef shit. And furthermore, I love the interview. I haven't heard no one, since I've thrown that up in comparison, say that you beat me. Constantine, nobody. Ortega, nobody. You lost, bro. You lost. Even my one loss with the Nolly, nobody other than y'all flunkies in bars said I lost. Everybody else said I won.
Word, yeah, I hear you. I disagree with some of the things. I do agree with some of the things. Having just dug up that Bryant Brothers verdict screenshot so that I could quote it, I do remember it being a little bit more blatantly stating, ignoring the lyrics and focusing specifically on the mixing, and now having read it, it's a little less like I thought it was. But yeah, I mean, we agree to disagree, you know. Either way, we gonna have that rematch here in what, 2 weeks or so, something like that. So yeah, we're gonna squash that out. So on to the next question: who are your most and least liked bars MCs? And who were your hardest and easiest battles to win? Who made you really have to step your pen game up? Who did you feel confident to completely obliterate? I know you got a really big ego and you feel very confident in everything you do, but, you know, just try to put it into, a layman's terms type of, dummy-proof explanation for the little guys that do actually feel that they need to step up their pen game for somebody or whatever. You know, just make it understandable for everybody. So, yeah, who's your favorite and least favorite, and who was the hardest and who was the easiest? And just to clarify, I think you mixed up Tom's explanations of our two previous battles, but the text did actually apply to our singles records, and so I did get the win, you did get the loss, and the singing / turned into rapping on beats, turned into no contest battle. Yeah, that was actually after you decided not to do the singing event to start off the singing division. It ended up turning into the singles division where we were just going to do it on beats, and then when it went to no contest, it just was nothing. But yeah, I just wanted to clear that up since there was a confusion, obviously, and